Hello, everyone. Schooner 007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we have the 4-3 St. Louis Cardinals taking on the 2-6 Houston Astros. This is game 2 of a 3-game series between these two teams. Cardinals winning game 1. Astros looking to tie it up. Cardinals looking to win the second game in the series. Here is the starting lineup for the St. Louis Cardinals. Leading off, the left fielder, Skip Shoemaker. Batting second, the left fielder, Chris Duncan. Batting third, the first baseman, Albert Pujols. Batting fourth, the center fielder, Rick Ankel. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Troy Gladys. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Adam Kennedy. Batting seventh, the catcher, Jason Lurie. Batting eighth, the pitcher, Brad Thompson. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Cesar Izutris. On the mound for the Astros, it is Sean Chalkhorn. Comes into the game with an ERA of a 7.20. One loss, he's pitched 5 innings, allowed 8 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 3 walks. So far in this replay, we're here at Minute Maid Park, which has a 0 for strikeouts, -3 to walks, and 0 for home runs. And with that, Skip steps up, takes a few swings, and we are ready to start. He's batting a 182. Here's the pitch. "5-2, that's going to be a strike. That's a 5. The 20 is too high. "4-6, and that's going to be a double star 6. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Pence. Out number 1. Chris Duncan up. Duncan batting a 333. Here's the pitch. 1-3. That's going to be a strike. That's a 12. That's a 12. Struck him out. Next up, Albert Pujols. Pujols batting a 379. Here's the pitch. 2-2. That's going to be a blank. 6-4. And that's going to be a power hit to Lee. That's a 6. That's going to be a base hit for Albert. And Albert is on with a base hit. Keeps the inning going for the Cardinals. That's going to bring up the cleanup man, Rick Ankel. Ankel batting a 250. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 4. And that is going to be 3-2. That's a strike. That's a 14. That's a 10. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for St. Louis. As we go to the bottom of the first. And here is the starting lineup for the Houston Astros. Leading off, the center fielder, Michael Bourne. Batting second, the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Batting third, the first baseman, Lance Berkman. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Carlos Lee. Batting in the cleanup position. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Miguel Teja. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Ty Wigington. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Mark Loretta. Batting eighth, the catcher, J.R. Towles. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Sean Chalkhorn. On the mound for the Cardinals is Brad Thompson. Thompson comes into the game with a 13.64 ERA. 1 loss. Pitched 3 1/3 innings, allowed 8 hits, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk. All right, here's the pitch to Michael. Michael batting a 207. 6-2, strikeout. That's a 12. That's a 3. Struck him out. All right, here's Hunter Pence. Pence is a 194 average. Here's the pitch. 3-2, possible error on a ground ball. 1-6, fly ball to Duncan. And that's out number 2, and that's going to bring up Lance Berkman. Berkman batting a 200. Here's the pitch. 3-5, that's a blank. 2-6, and that's going to be on for a base hit past Shoemaker. Skip can't get to it in time, and that's going to be a base hit for Lance. Next up, Carlos Lee. Lee batting a 393. Strategy roll 13. Here's the pitch. 3-6. That's going to be a blank. 5-4. Fly ball out there to Duncan. And that retires the side. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. And 1 left on. After 1, more scoreless. We go to the top of the second. It's going to be Troy Gladys, Adam Kennedy, and Jason Laurie due up for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch to Troy. Troy batting a 333, 1-2. Possible error on a throw. And that's going to be 4-1. And that is going to be a fly ball out there to Bourne. Out number 1. Adam Kennedy comes up. He's batting a 235. Here's the pitch. 3-2. That's going to be a strike. That's a 7. The 9, too high. And that is going to be 3-4. And that is going to be a ground ball to Teja for out number 2. Jason Laurie up. Laurie is batting a 500. Here's the pitch. 6-2, strikeout. That's a 6. The 17 is too high. 1-6, fly ball to center field. Bourne underneath that. And makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors as the Astros retire the Cardinals in order. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Miguel Teja, Ty Wigington, and Mark Loretta due up for the Astros. Here's the pitch to Miguel. Miguel batting a 188. 2-2 home run chance on a 1-12. That's a 10. That's a 3. And Miguel sends one flying out of here. That ball is gone. Solo home run for Miguel Teja. And he puts the Astros on the board. That's his second home run of the season. And that ball is gone. And that ball is hit into center field. Dead shot out of here. Ty Wigington up. Wigington is batting a 136. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 2-5. That's going to be a possible error on a throw. 3-1. Double star. Ground ball to Izutris. Izutris' error rating is on a 1-8. That's a 12. No error there. And out number 1. That's going to bring up Mark Loretta. Loretta is batting a 269. Here's the pitch. 6-5, that's going to be a walk. That's a 7. The 14 is too high. 6-1, power hit to ankle. That's a 15. That's going to be a fly ball out. Ankle underneath that makes the play. So 2 outs, and that's going to bring up JR. Taos is batting an 0-48. 2-5, possible error on a throw. 1-1, ground ball to Pujols. No error there. Pujols' error rating is a 0. And that was a 14. So, one run, 1 hit, and no errors after 2. It's Houston 1, St. Louis nothing. We go to the top of the third. It's Brad Thompson, Cesar Izutris, and Skip Shoemaker due up for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch to Brad Thompson. And that is going to be 6-1. That's going to be a walk plus. That's a 16. That's an 8. And they walk him. It's a walk plus for the pitcher. So he gets on. We do have a hit and run attempt coming up. So that's going to give Thompson a little bit more room for the BR, as that will give him a +2. Ground double plays get a -2. All home runs and walks are cut in half. And lineouts, so if we hit one of the L's, like L4 here on Cesar Izutris' card, if we hit that, it counts as a double play. And if we hit a strike and he manages to strike out, it resolves as a regular steal, meaning Thompson could get a chance to steal second. Strategy rolls a 4. That's going to be 3-5. That's going to be a range play. 4-6, single to Bourne. That's going to go to Bourne. Bourne's range is on a 1-3. That's a 1. And he makes the play. We go to the top of the order. 1 on. Skip Shoemaker comes up. Skip 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. 2 for blank. 4-6, double star 6. Fly ball to Pence. Out number 2. Chris Duncan. Duncan is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 4-2. That's going to be a walk. That's an 11. That's an 8. And they walk him. All right, runners on first and second. We have a steal attempt here for Brad Thompson. Thompson says stolen base rating is a 20. It's going to be a 19. So with that, Thompson will steal second. Thompson will steal third on that. So Thompson on third with a stolen base. 5-1 home run. That's a 15. That's a 20 for Pujols. And that's a 2-run home run for St. Louis. That ball is gone. Out of here. 2-run home run for Albert Pujols as they go back to the wall. And all they can do is just watch. Upper deck home run. Into right field, too. It's a 3-run home run for Albert Pujols, and that puts the Cardinals up 3-1. And that is his third home. I think that's going to be his second home run of the season here for Albert. Next up, it's going to be Rick Ankle. Ankle is 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Here's the pitch. 3-1 strike. That's a 14. The 18 is too high. 4-1 fly ball out there to Bourne. And that retires the side. 3 runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the third. It is Sean Chacon, Michael Bourne, and Hunter Pence due up for the Astros. And this is the pitcher coming up now, Sean Chacon. First time. Nope, he's does have a couple at bats. Does have 1 run scored in the extra season. 1-2. That's going to be a blank. 3-4 double star, ground ball to Izutris. That's out number 1. Michael Bourne. Bourne, we go to the top of the order. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 1-6. That's going to be a strike. That's a 12. That's a 1. Struck him out. Next up, Hunter Pence. Pence is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 3-1. That's going to be a strike. That's an 11. The 18 is too high. 5-1 ground ball to second to Kennedy. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 3, it's St. Louis 3, Houston 1. And we go to the top of the 4th. It's Troy Gladys, Adam Kennedy, and Jason Laurie due up for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch to Troy. Troy 0 for 1 on the day. 5-6 range play. 2-3 line drive to Wigington. Wigington's ranges on a 1-2. That's a 5. That goes past him. That's going to be a base hit. That's a double for Troy Gladys as he leads off with a double past third. So with that, Cardinals lead off with a double. That's going to bring up Troy Gladys. Gladys is 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll, by the way, is a 7. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 4-4. Range play at the ballpark. First time we're going to Minute Maid Park for this one. 4-5, single plus 9. So that's going to go out there to Pence. Pence's ranges on a 1-4. That's a 6. That one gets by him. And that is a single. It is less than that. No, I'm sorry. It was more. Kennedy's base run rating is a 1. That's a 3. But however, that is going to score Troy as he'll come home as with all S plus insert number here. It is all runners advance 2 bases regardless. So on a roll of a 1 through 6, it is BR versus the outfielder's R. Pence is a -2. So if the roll is less than or equal to the base run, he would be safe with a double. If it is higher, or if the die roll is greater than his base run rating, he stays. If it's a 6, it would have been an out at second. And that's how the S plus 9 numbers work when they come up. The S plus number. Sacrifice play coming up. Infield going to come in for this play as Jason Laurie steps up into the box. He's batting 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. 2-1. That's going to be a strike. That is going to be a successful sac bunt as Kennedy will move over to second. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Brad Thompson. Thompson 0 for 1, 0 for 0 today with a walk and a run scored. Infield coming in to double play. Infield staying normal. Strategy roll is an 11. Here's the pitch to Brad Thompson. Thompson 5-6 range play. 2-3 fly ball to Bourne. Bourne's ranges on a 1-3. That's a 2. And that is a successful catch by Bourne. And that is going to leave Kennedy stranded on second as we bring up the shortstop, Cesar Zoutris. Zoutris is 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 5. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 4-6-4. Home run. That's a 0. That's a 2. No home run for Caesar. 5-2. Fly ball out there to Lee. And that is out number 3. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. And 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Lance Berkman, Carlos Lee, and Miguel Teja due up for the Astros. Brad Thompson can face 4 more batters before he's considered tired. Here's the pitch to Lance Berkman. Berkman is 1 for 1 with a double. The pitch. 4-5 range play at the ballpark. 2-3, ground ball back to Berkman. Ranges on a 1-3 on that. That is a 6. It got by him, and he gets on base with a base hit. Berkman, 16 for a stolen base, as we do have a steal attempt coming up. And that is going to be a -1, so it's going to be a 15 or less. And that's a 12, and he successfully steals second. All right, Carlos Lee up. Lee is 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. Infield at normal depth. 6-1, strike. That's a 5. The 18 is too high. 6-4, that's going to be a double star 5. Fly ball out there to Duncan. And that's going to hold Lance. Next up, Miguel Teja. Teja with a home run in this game. He's 1 for 1 with a run and an RBI. That's his second home run of the game. All right, strategy rolls an 18. Here's the pitch. 5-1 at the ballpark. 6-3 HRP. Pop out there to left field to Duncan. Out number 2. Berkman will advance to third on that. So the Astros have a runner in scoring position. 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Ty Wigginton. Ty Wigginton. Wigginton is 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll is an 11. 3-6. That's a blank. 5-5. Fly ball to Duncan. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Astros after 4. It's St. Louis 4. Houston 1. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Skip Shoemaker, Chris Duncan, and Albert Pujols due up. And here's the pitch to Skip. Skip is 0 for 2. 6-1, that's going to be a walk plus. That's a 15, that's a 14, and they walk him. Chris Duncan. Duncan is 0 for 1 on the day. Strategy roll 4. Infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch. 4-4. Range play at Minute Maid Park. 3-5. Ground ball to Wigington. Wigington's range is on a 1. That's a 6. That's going to be a base hit. Shoemaker gets the stop sign as he will hold at second. He would have advanced to third. He needed a 6 and a 6 only. His base run rating is a 2. And here's Albert Pujols. Pujols, that's his second home run of the game, I believe. This is his second home run of the season. He's 2 for 2 with a home run, a run scored, and 3 RBIs. Strategy roll 18. Here's the pitch to Pujols. 6-1. That's going to be a walk plus. Now, on a walk plus, we add 10 minus 3 for Minute Maid. Since we're here at Minute Maid Park, we're adding 7. That's a 23. That's a 7. And the bases are loaded. Rick Ankle comes up to loaded bases. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 4-4 range play. 2-6. Double star 6. Pence's range is on a 1-4. That's a 1. That's a successful catch. And that is a failed sacrifice roll there, so no one will advance, and the bases are loaded. 1 away, and that's going to bring up Troy Gladys, the third baseman. Troy 1 for 2 with a double. Here's the pitch. 2-5, blank. 3-2, fly ball out there to Lee. That is a failed SF roll on that. That is a 6. However, no sacrifice roll there. That is a 1. So we are going to check the die here. The lead runner will advance. Shoemaker will come home to score on that. Duncan gets the hold sign and will not advance. So 1 run is in on that on a sacrifice fly. Shoemaker scores on that. Adam Kennedy up. Kennedy is 1 for 2. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Strategy roll 5. Here's the pitch. 1-5. That's going to be a walk. That's a 3. 16 too high. 4-6, ground ball to second to Loretta. And that's out number 3. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Mark Loretta, J.R. Towles, and Sean Chackhorn due up for the Astros. And with that, Brad Thompson is tired. Do they let him stay in the game for 1 more inning? He does have 4 innings pitched. They have made the call to the bullpen. Brad Thompson will not continue on in the game. They have a 4-run lead. So the St. Louis looking to hold on to that lead. So they're going to bring in Kelvin Jimenez to come in the pitch. Kelvin comes in the game with an ERA of a 9.0. 1 win, no losses this season. 1 inning pitched, allowed 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk. He did pick up a win so far in this season. Taking a look at the stats here for Brad Thompson. Thompson went 4 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run, an ERA of a 7.40. All right, Kelvin is going to face Mark, JR, and Sean. Here's the pitch. 4-4, that's going to be a walk plus. That's a 17, that's a 15, and they walk them. So we have an infield coming in, sacrifice play coming up for J.R. Towles. Here's the pitch. That's a sac bunt, 1-4. It's a successful bunt. And that is out number 1, and that's going to bring up the pitcher, Sean Chacorn. Infield coming in. Strategy roll 2. Here's the pitch. 6-5. That's going to be a walk plus. That's a not. We add 7 to that. 16. That's a 9, and they walk Sean. All right, runners on first and second. We go to the top of the order. Michelle Bourne. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 16. 2-6. That's a walk. Plus, that's a 16. The 20 is too high. 1-3, double star 3, ground ball to Pujols. And that's going to be a double play. Loretta will go to third. Pujols throws it over to Izutris. 3-6-3, double play. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. After 5, St. Louis 5, Houston 1. We go to the top of the 6th. It's Jason Laurie, Kelvin Jimenez, and Cesar Izutris due up for the Cardinals. Sean Chacorn can face one more batter. They are going to leave him in. However, the bullpen is warming up for Houston. Here's the pitch to Jason. There is movement in the bullpen. 3-2, strikeout. 6-16, too high. 3-4, that's going to be a base hit. And Jason Laurie is on with a base hit. So Kelvin Jimenez, they're going to let him take a hit here. Here's the pitch. 2-6, possible error on a ground ball. 5-5, ground ball to Berkman. Berkman's range is on a 1-2. That's a 17, no error there. Out number 1. And that's going to be an out in the fielder's choice as Laurie will go to second on that. And out number 1. So with that, Sean Chacorn tired. They're going to let him do one more. Here's Cesar Izutris. 1-3, strikeout 5. That's a 10. The 10 is too high. Strategy roll is an 8, by the way. 6-5. Ground ball to third. Out is at first. And with that, And with that, Sean Chacorn is getting pulled. We have a left, right. Coming up for Houston. So they're going to bring in so they can go with someone with a little bit of length here. So they're going to bring in Jack. Actually, no, they're going to bring in Brian Mulhill to pitch. The first time we're seeing him, he has 11 wins, 8 losses, a 4.56 ERA, 150 innings pitched, allowed 66 hits, 82 strikeouts, and 35 walks. Take a look at the stats for Sean Chaccorn. He went 5 2/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run, an ERA of 7.57. All right, here's the pitch to Skip. Skip 0 for 2 on the day. 3-6 hit by pitch. That's a 0. Moyle is a -3 for hit by pitch rating. 1-3 fly ball out there to Bourne. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Hunter Pence, Lance Berkman, and Carlos Lee due up for the Astros. They are going to leave Kelvin in. He can face 4 more batters. Here's the pitch to Hunter. Hunter 0 for 2. 3-2, possible error on a ground ball. 5-5, double star 3, ground ball to Pujols. Pujols' error rating is a 0. That's an 11, and that's out number 1. Lance Berkman. Berkman is 2 for 2 with a double. Here's the pitch. 1-4. Double star. Fly ball out there to ankle. Out number 2. Carlos Lee, 2 away. That's going to bring up Carlos Lee. Lee is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 4-6. That's going to be a walk. That's a 7, that's a 2, and they walk him. All right, Miguel Teja. Teja is 1 for 2 on the day with a home run. A run. RBI. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 7. And that is going to be 3-6. That's a blank. 1-4. Single. So Carlos will go to second. He does pick up the extra base. He'll go to third on a 3 through 6. That's a 3. And the runners are now in the corners for the Astros. All right, with that, Kelvin is tired. Here's the pitch to Ty. Ty is 0 for 2. And that is going to be a 1-3. That's a hit by pitch. That's a 13. That's a 13, and they load the bases. So the bases are loaded as Mark Loretta comes up. Loretta's 0 for 1 with a walk. The pitch. 4-5. Strike 7. 15 too high. 3-6. Ground ball to Gladys. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 4 left on. After 6, St. Louis 5, Astros 1. We go to the top of the 7th. It's Chris Duncan, Albert Pujols, and Rick Ankel due up. For the Cardinals, here's the pitch to Duncan. They are going to leave Brian in. Duncan 1 for 2, 2-1. That's going to be a strike. That's a 12. That's a 12. Struck him out. Albert Pujols up. Pujols 2 for 2 on the day with a home run, a walk. Run, 3 RBIs. The pitch. 3-4 home run. That's a 20. That's a 16. And kaboom! That ball is gone. Solo home run again for Albert Pujols. His 2nd of the game. Smacks that one in the left field over the scoreboard. And that brings the Cardinals up 6-1. And that is going to bring up Rick Ankel. Ankel 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. 1-6 blank. 6-1 fly ball out there to Pence. Out number 2, Troy Gladys up. Gladys is 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. He doubled, has a run and an RBI for 5 blank. 5-5 fly ball out there to Pence. And Sing take me out to the ball game. One run, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Jay Lartels, Brian Moore, and Michael Bourne due up for the for the Astros. Taking a look here at the box score. St. Louis scoring again in the top half of the inning. They've scored 3 runs in the 3rd inning, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 7th. 6 runs on 7 hits, no errors. The Astros only held that 1 run in the 2nd inning. It was 1 run on 4 hits. That was that solo home run as well. So that's going to do it for Kelvin. And they're going to bring in we have a right, left coming up. So they're going to bring in Chris Perez to pitch. Now, Chris Perez comes into the game with an ERA of 0. He's pitched 2 innings, allowed 2 strikeouts, no hits, no walks. Taking a look at the stats here. Kelvin went 2 innings, allowed 1 hit, 3 walks, 1 hit by pitch, ERA of a 3.0. So here's the pitch to JR. And that's going to be 5-4. That's going to be a walk plus. That's an 18. That's a 9. And they walk JR. Brian Moore not going to take the hit here in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom half of the 7th. They're going to bring in Darren Estrad to pinch hit. Strad batting a 400. Here's the pitch. 1-5. Strikeout plus. That's a 22. That's a 5. Struck him out. So 2 outs. No, 1 out. Infield at double play depth. As we go to the top of the order, Michael Bourne up. Bourne 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. 1-6. That's a strike. That's a 12. The 18 is too high. 5-4. That's going to be a single past Kennedy. And that's a base hit. Runners on first and second with 1 out, and that's going to bring up Hunter Pence. All right, here's the pitch. Pence 0 for 3. 5-2 home run. That's a 12. That's a 5. And that's a 3-run home run for Hunter Pence. That ball is gone. Fly ball as he hits that one over the scoreboard into the exact same spot Albert hit his. And it's now 6-4. A 3-run home run for the Astros. They cut the lead down to 2. Perez tired. Action in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Four 3. That is going to be a walk. That's a 24. That's an 18, and that is a walk. And that is going to do it for Perez as they pull him. Giving up that home run and then giving up that base run there. They're going to bring in... They're going to bring in Russ Springler to finish out the inning here. We have a pickoff attempt. Nothing. All right, Carlos Lee. 1-4 wild pitch. And that's going to move Berkman up to second. Carlos Lee, that's going to be 6-6. That's going to be a base hit. And the Astros now have runners on the corners. All right, infield at double play depth as Miguel Tejada comes up. He's 2 for 3. Hit that solo home run back in the second inning. 3-5. Strikeout plus. That's a 16. That's a 16. Struck him out. Next up, Ty Wigington. Wigington is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 4. 6-1, strikeout, 19, that's a 10, struck him out. Struck him out and struck him out looking. We go to the bottom, we go to the 8th, and it's going to be a left, right for Houston. And they're going to bring in Jeff. Actually, they're going to bring in their left-handed pitcher, Wesley Wright. Wright comes into the game with an 18 ERA, 2 losses, 2 innings pitched, allowed 4 hits, 1 strikeout, 3 walks. He does have a special K. Taking a look at the stats for Brian Moyle. Moyle went 1 1/3 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, 1 home run, 6.92. All right, he's got to face Adam, Jason, and Russ. Here's the pitch. It's 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. After 7, St. Louis 6, Astros 4. 1-2, possible error on a ground ball. If it's a 1-4, the 11 too high, outside of the range of the special K. 4-4, strike, double star, fly ball out there to Lee. And that's out number 1. Here's Jason Laurie. Laurie is 1 for 2 on the day. The pitch. 6-3 home run. That's a 0. The 12 too high. Well, it doesn't matter. That's a 6. Special K is on a 1-5. 5-3 fly ball out to the Bourne. Out number 2. It's going to bring up Russ Springer, who's not going to take the hit. They're going to bring in Aaron Miles to pinch hit. Here's the pitch. Miles batting a .429. 4-4. That's a walk. That's a 15. That's a 3. And they walk him. All right. Runner on first, 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Cesar Izutris. Izutris 0 for 3. Strategy roll 13. Here's the pitch. Three wild pitch. And that's going to move Miles up 1 spot. .15 outside of the range of the special K. 4-5. That's a single past the shortstop. And that's going to score Miles. Miles will come home on a 3-6. And it's now 7-4 Cardinals. We go to the top of the order. All right, here's the pitch to Skip. They are going to leave Wesley in. 1-2, possible error. 17 too high, 1-1, ground ball to second. No error to Loretta. Loretta's range is on a 1-2. That's a 19. And that is out number 3. And that retires the side. We go to the bullpen for St. Louis. We have a right, left coming up. They're going to bring in Jason. He comes into the game with an ERA of a 4.50, 2 saves, 2 innings pitched, allowed 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, no walks. All right, here's the pitch to Loretta. He is going to face Loretta, JR, and Wesley. It's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. That's going to be 3-1. That's going to be a walk plus. That's a 17. That's a 5. And they lead off with a base hit. All right, infield coming to double play depth as J.R. Towles comes up. Towles 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 1-5 blank. 3-3 fly ball to Duncan. Out number 1. Wesley. Nope. They're going to bring in Reggie Abercrombie to come in. He's batting 1,000. Infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch. 2-3 strike. That's a 22. That's a 17. Struck him out. 2 outs. We go to the top of the order. Michael Bourne, 1 for 4. Here's the pitch. 2 strikeouts and a run scored. 3-2 strikeout plus. 22. That's a 3. Struck him out looking. They're going to bring in Tim Drydock. Tim Baddock to pitch. They're going to bring in the left-handed pitcher. It's no runs, no hits, no errors. After 8, it's St. Louis 7, Astros 4. As we head into the 9th inning, can the Cardinals hold on to the lead, or will the Astros bounce back and take the lead? They're down by 3. As we head into the 9th inning, it's Tim on the mound for the Astros. It is 2 runs. He's pitched 2 1/3 innings. Had 1 strikeout, no hits, no walks. He's going to have to face Chris, Albert, and Rick. Let's take a look at the box score real quick before we resolve the roll here that I've already done. On St. Louis, they've scored 1 run in that 8th inning. It's 7 runs on 8 hits. Houston, 4 runs on 7 hits. St. Louis scoring runs in the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 7th, and in the 8th. Houston scoring 1 in the 2nd to take the lead. And then they've scored 3 runs in the 7th inning to bring the game close within 2. But St. Louis scoring that run in the 8th to make it a 3-run game. 6-5 strikeout plus. That's a 22. 19. Struck him out. Here's Albert Pujols, 3 for 3. He's been perfect on the day so far. 2 home runs, a walk, 2 runs, 4 RBIs in total. 5-1 blank. 13 outside of the range of the Special K. 6-3 ground ball to Wigington. And that's out number 2. And that's going to bring up Rick Ankle. Ankle 0 for 4. Here's the pitch. 2-6. That's going to be a walk. 13-14 too high. That's a 4, and that's going to be a strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors as the Astros retire the Cardinals in order 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 9th, where the Astros down by 3. And as we know, an inside pitch, no lead is safe. Jason is done. And they're going to bring in Ryan Franklin to do the save here. Franklin comes into the game with a 19.46 ERA. Has 1 loss, 1 save, 3 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 7 hits, 4 walks. And taking a look at the stats here for Jason. Jason went 1 inning, allowed 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and an ERA of a 3.0. He's going to face Pence, Lance, and Berkman. No changes to the Cardinals defense. 5-5, that's a blank. 6-1, fly ball out there to Shoemaker. Out number 1. That's going to bring up Lance Berkman. Berkman is 2 for 3. Here's the pitch. 3-1 wild pitch. 4-4. That's going to be a strike. That's a 10. That's a 6. Struck him out. Carlos Lee up. Lee 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. 4-3. Strike. 5-16. Too high. And that is going to be a 5-6. Fly ball out there to Duncan. And that's the ball game. The St. Louis Cardinals defeat the Houston Astros 7-4 here at Minute Maid Park. Final line score coming right up. So with that, Kelvin Jamez picks up his second win. Sean Chackhorn gets his second loss. Ryan Franklin gets his second save of the season. Albert Pujols, 2 home runs, 3 total for the season so far. Hunter Pence hit his 3rd home run in this game, and same with Miguel Tejada, getting his 2nd home run of the game. Taking a look here at the stats for the win-losses here. Kelvin picks up the win. That's his 2nd win. He went 2 innings, allowed 1 hit, 3 walks, an ERA of a 3.0. Sean Chackhorn gets the loss. He went 5 2/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run, an ERA of 7.57. Ryan Franklin gets his 2nd save. He went 1 inning, had 1 strikeout, a 15.32 ERA. So with that, St. Louis will go to 5-3. The Houston Astros drop to 2-7. St. Louis goes up 2 games in the series. Can the Astros bounce back in the 3rd game of the series? We'll find out. We'll find out. Once again, it's St. Louis on 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Houston, 4 runs on 7 hits, no errors. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go up. Until next time, I'm Scoonie 007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.